There are three primary credit reporting services, bureaus, or companies out there today. There's Experian, there's TransUnion, and there's Equifax. And on all three of them, you need to have an account. I recommend that you have an account. I do not recommend that you pay for their services. I only recommend that you have a free account. I'm very clear about that. Free account. And the reason you want a free account is because you want to be able to manage who can access your credit reports. On each of these services, you need to be able to manage who can access your credit report so that you can manage your credit, manage your finances, protect yourself from scammers, protect yourself from people who may get your social security number, your name, your address, your date of birth, etc., and they will try to create an account and they'll try to get a loan in your identity. And one of the ways that they can do that is that when they go to apply for a loan, whoever the bank, credit union, the financial institution that's going to potentially loan them money, they must do a credit report on you, the hacker in this case. And the only way they can do that is through these three credit reporting services. Again, Experian, TransUnion, or Equifax. So by having an account on each of these services, you have the ability, listen to these words, you have the ability to freeze your credit report so no one can access it. And now, if you're trying to get a loan on your own, trying to buy a car, buy a boat, buy a house, any kind of a loan activity, and the loan agency, the bank, whoever tries to get your credit report, they're going to run into this freeze and they're going to very simply message you and say, hey, you need to unfreeze so that they can get the report, again, on Equifax, TransUnion, or Experian. So leave it locked. Let me repeat. Get an account, freeze your credit report on all three. Leave it frozen all the time. Only unfreeze it when you need a financial institution, a bank, etc., to access your credit report. So let's look at, once you have an account, how do you freeze your credit report on each of these three services? Let's start with Equifax. Equifax, again, you need an account. I need to go log in. Do not pay, do not upgrade. I'm going to go simply straight here to log in. I'm going to give it my email address because that's what I use on this. I have a password already set up, sign in. And by the way, I've already used this device, so it's not asking for my two-factor authentication, but it may very well ask for your two-factor authentication if you set it up, which I recommend you do, for either a text message or an email. Now, this is the home page right here for Equifax, and I'm hiding information you don't need to see, but look over here on the left, freeze, right there. There's a lot of services in here, and these services could be very useful, but I'm only speaking in the context of freezing your credit report. You click on freeze, and it says it is not frozen. And by the way, that's right for me because right now I'm working with the bank to borrow money for a home. So it's unfrozen. That's the only reason it's unfrozen, but you want to place a freeze. When you go to place a freeze, you're about to place a freeze, but make sure it's what you want to do, and then place the freeze. That's the button right there. Once you do that, you've frozen the credit report on Equifax. Now, I'm not going to do it right now. Now, let's go look at TransUnion. TransUnion, same thing. I've got an account already. Click login, and I type in my email address or my user ID, my password. I hit login. And again, if I have two-factor authentication, it's already validated who I am. I'm going to hit continue. Now, I like TransUnion. They make this simple. Here it is right here. It's on the menu. It's right here on the dashboard. Click on credit freeze. It'll tell me that I does not have a credit freeze in place right now. Again, that's intentional for me. But if you want to freeze it on TransUnion, you hit add freeze. And it says you're about ready to do that. Once your credit freeze is in place, leave the freeze in place and so your credit report is not accessible for new credit applications, or you may temporarily lift your freeze to allow lenders to see your report. And right now, if I wanted to lock it, I would hit continue and freeze my TransUnion credit report. That's how easy it is to do that. Again, I'm leaving mine open for very intentional reasons right now. Let's go look at the third one. The third one is Experian. So in Experian, again, you need an account, free account. I'm going to click sign in. There's my username, my password. I'm going to hit sign in. Again, they're trying to upsell you. I'm not saying you shouldn't use these premium services, but for the most of us, we don't have a need to do it. Come down here and say, no, keep my current membership. Click on that. Now, again, I'm hiding information you don't need to see, but where you want to go, Experian makes this a little difficult. Where you need to go is all the way to the bottom, all the way to the bottom. And there's security freeze. You click on security freeze. Now again, mine is not frozen for a very deliberate reason, but it's one click on Experian. You click frozen and your credit report on Experian is frozen. Again, I strongly encourage everyone, I urge everyone, minors with a social security number, seniors with a social security number, all of us, I recommend that we have an account on Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. Do not need to pay for it. I also recommend that you always keep your credit reports on those three services frozen until you need someone to access it. And at that point, you can unfreeze it, let them do what they need to do, and then freeze it again. This is one of the most powerful ways that you can protect your credit report and protect yourself from scammers getting loans or buying things in your name. Hey, I'm Teddy. My purpose is to help you find ways to protect yourself, find ways to overcome the risk and the fears of all of this technology. And I hope this is one of the items that can help you.